Jai Hind students, welcome to the political science class. Today I am going to teach the fourth chapter of your first part book, The Executive. In this chapter, we will discuss the composition structure and functions of the executive regards of the government. We shall also understand the constitutional position of the President of India and his functions. We will know about the meaning of executive also. So, one by one, we will understand everything what is in this chapter and what are the powers and functions of the president. So, let's come and understand one by one. Executive is the branch of government responsible for the implementation of laws and policies adopted by the legislative. The executive is often involved in framing of policy. You can see the theory of separation of powers. These are the three organs of state: executive, legislature, judiciary. So, these are the main three organs of the government. These are independent organs and not interfere another's functions. But this separation not rigid but also it's a doctrine of constitutional trust. Now come on the next slide. See this flow chart. This is the concept map chart of the executive. According to this system, the president is the informal head of the state and also the head of the prime minister and council of ministers which run the government at the at the national level. In January 2020, by the 104th Constitutional Amendment Act 2019, the membership of Anglo Indians was abolished. Currently, the Lok Sabha has 543 seats for elected members. You must go through this concept map for understanding. Now, according to the Article 52, there shall be President of India is the nominal head of the state. So the executive authority of union is vested in the President of India. Time to time, cabinet advises him, but he is not bound by their advices. The Constitution of India vests the executive powers of the union formally in the President. Now, we will also understand the next slide. The president is elected for a period of 5 years, but there is not direct election by the people. He is elected indirectly. This means that the president is elected not by the ordinary citizens but by the elected member of legislative assemblies and members of parliament. This election takes place in the accordance with the principle of proportional representation with single transferable vote. Now, we will know about the qualifications which is required for the president election. Article 58 says any person who is a citizen of India and completed the age of 35 years is qualified for election as a member of the House of the People. No one can be debarred from becoming a president, vice president, the governor of any state, or a cabinet minister if they are passing the criteria required qualification. Now, we will know about the impeachment. What is impeachment? Actually, the president can be removed for the violation of the constitution, and this process is called the impeachment. Through the impeachment, which has been mentioned in Article 61, we can remove the president from his seat. Impeachment of the president can be initiated by either house of the parliament. It must be in the form of a resolution signed by at least one fourth of the total number of members of that house. After it's signed, then a written notice along with the copy of the signature of the members, it is sent to the president for him to know what are the allegations brought against him, and at least 14 days time is given to the president to present a defensive statement. This is the flow chart of impeachment. You can go through it very well. After the resolution is passed by the majority of not less than two-thirds of the total membership of that house, matter moves to the other house that investigate it. You could go all these charts very well for understanding well. In the last, we will understand the functions and powers of the president, which powers comes under him. This is the flow chart of executive powers of a president. There is no bill can become a law without the signature of president. All the major appointments are made by the president. He appoints the prime minister and the other ministers in the council of ministers. He appoints governors, judges of the Supreme Court and High Court, ambassadors, attorney general, etc. He is the supreme commander of the defense forces also. The president has the powers to grant pardon or reduce the sentence awarded to a criminal. He has the financial powers also. The president has full control over the contingency fund, and he can spend it according to his sweet will. He distributes the share of income tax among the states and also appoints the finance commission. In this way, we can say that the president enjoys the rights to be informed of all important matters and functioning of the council of ministers. So the students, for today class, it is sufficient. Rest content of this chapter I will explain in the next video. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.